Good morning. Again, this is Gloria Keith with Action Speaks. And this morning, we will continue our education, our gifted education for Black America, Problems Start Early. And as on yesterday, I began reading to you a timeline of key dates in gifted and talented education as written in the research and study by Colangelo and Assouline and Gross on A Nation Deceived, How Schools Presses, let me get that right, so let me go back. How Schools Hold Back America's Brightest Students. Yesterday we went from a timeline from 1868 and we stopped at 1917. So we will go on with our timeline of key dates in gifted and talented education as written in the book or in the study, A Nation Deceived, How Schools Hold Back Our Brightest Students. 1918, Lulu Stedman establishes an opportunity room for gifted students within the University Training School at the Southern Branch of the University of California. Again, it is unknown as to whether Black Americans were a part of the study. 1921, Lewis Terman begins what has remained the longest running longitudinal study of gifted children with an original sample of 1,500 gifted children. 1922, Letter Hollingworth begins the special opportunity class at PS 165 in New York City for gifted students. This class would yield nearly 40 research articles, a textbook, and blueprints for Hollingworth's work at PS 500, the Spire School. 1925, Lewis Terman publishes Genetic Studies of Genius, concluding that gifted students were A, qualitatively different in school, B, slightly better physically and emotionally in comparison to normal students, C, superior in academic studies or subjects in comparison to the average students, and academic subjects in comparison to the average students, D, emotionally stable, E, most successful when education and family values were held in high regard by the family, and F, infinitely variable in combination with the number of traits exhibited by those in the study. This is the first volume in a 5-volume study spanning nearly 40 years. 1926, Letter Hollingworth publishes Gifted Child, Their Nature and Nurture, what is considered to be the first textbook on gifted education. 1936, Hollingworth establishes PS 500, the Spire School for Gifted Children ages 7 through 9. Again, as for my research and study, I do not find that Black American children were a part of any of these studies. 1944, GI Bill of Rights, making a college education available to veterans from World War II who would otherwise not have had the opportunity to pursue higher education. 1950, J.P. Guilford gives the keynote address at the annual APA convention challenging an examination of intelligence as multidimensional construct. 1950, again, National Science Foundation Act provides federal support for research and education in mathematics, physical sciences, and engineering. We won't go on today, but we will take up tomorrow. And tomorrow is when I will enhance our key timeline by sharing some information on myself and other gifted students, other gifted children that I have studied myself, or I am a participant student in the research and study. So there you have it. Up from 1918 to 1950, gifted education, I wish I had a pie. So let me get this right now. This is history. A timeline of key dates in gifted and talented education. Thank you again for listening. And tomorrow, hopefully, I won't need any key lime pie. Thank you. This is Action Speaks with Gloria Keith.